Hey guys, and welcome back to another movie review. So today I've got one of my most anticipated films of the year again to review for you guys, and it's the new Jurassic Park film, Jurassic World. So I just saw Jurassic World last night on opening night with my brother and a few friends. It was one of my most anticipated films, pretty much purely because I grew up with the original Jurassic Park films and I love them, especially the first film. It's one of my favourite movies of all time, so I was really looking forward to this film for that reason. Though I was kind of going into it not expecting it to be anywhere near as good as the original. And I think that's the best way to go into a film like this. So it was directed by Colin Trevorrow. I think he's only directed one movie before, but Steven Spielberg was on as an executive producer, so at least he had some input in the film. So Jurassic World is pretty much set, I think, about 22 years after the events of the first Jurassic Park film, which is pretty much now, considering the film was made like 22 years ago. And I think the park's been open for about 10 years now. There's been a bit of a decline in the visitors coming to the park. They're getting kind of sick of seeing dinosaurs. I found that kind of a bit silly because who would get sick of going to a park where dinosaurs are? But anyway, that's how they went with the story. So pretty much they've got to come up with this new idea and they decide to create a new dinosaur, and I think they call it Indominus Rex, and it's just like a giant T-Rex that's huge. It's got longer arms and it looks pretty cool. But this is like their new attraction that they're kind of building into the park. So as happens with all the previous Jurassic Park films, nothing goes to plan. The dinosaurs break free and wreak havoc on the island. So the film stars Pratt in the leading role, and he's quite good. I'm not a huge fan of him. I know a lot of people love him now since seeing him in Guardians of the Galaxy and films like that. I think this was definitely a better performance. I enjoyed his performance in this film. Bryce Dallas Howard is also one of the main characters. She's kind of like one of the leading people on the island who runs everything. One of the issues I had with the film is that it focuses on too many characters and too many different stories. So I think if this film just had a focus on a few characters rather than a whole wide range of characters doing their own thing, we would have gotten to know the characters a bit better and it would have been a bit more interesting of a film. And another problem I had with the film was the use of CGI. I love how the original films used practical effects, and they had these real animatronic robots working as the dinosaurs, and they looked convincing as well. And they did use occasional CGI in the original Jurassic Park film, but it really worked well because they used it on the T-Rex when it was nighttime and it was raining, so you couldn't really see the special effects in full detail during the night scenes, which I think worked well for the film. But they pretty much just relied on full CGI for this movie, being a modern film. I guess it's the easy way to do things. So they the visual effects are really good in the movie, but when you see the first Jurassic Park, it just can't really hold up to that look and style. So I didn't dislike this movie, I enjoyed it. It was quite a good film, and it's probably better than the third Jurassic Park film, but definitely not up there with the first two. It's a fun action-adventure film. It did slow down in a few parts for me. It was kind of an up and down movie. There were scenes that I really enjoyed, then there were scenes that took me out of it, and that just kind of had me on ups and downs, I guess, throughout the film. I think if you go into this movie not expecting it to be great, but just an enjoyable, fun film, you'll enjoy it more. It's definitely nowhere near as good as the original Jurassic Park. That's just such a fantastic movie. So John Williams didn't do the score for this film, but it does have a lot of the old classic Jurassic Park theme tunes throughout the film. So it was good to hear that again and see all the dinosaurs on the big screen and everything. The visual effects were actually really good. It's just that I think it would have benefited a bit more from having a few of the animatronic dinosaurs there on close-up scenes and things like that. Would have made it look more real and fun. And Bryce Dallas Howard's character, she pretty much hangs out with Pratt the entire time, and they're running around through the jungle, and she's got high heels on pretty much the whole time. And I just think that looks like it would be pretty tough or pretty much impossible to do that in high heels this whole journey. So I thought that was just a bit weird, a bit bizarre. So I'm going to recommend seeing Jurassic World, guys. It was an enjoyable film. If you're fans of the original, just don't expect it to be as good, but I still think most people will like this movie for what it is. It's quite enjoyable. I didn't see it in 3D, I saw it in 2D, but I think it would be quite good in 3D also. So thanks everyone for watching my quick review of Jurassic World. I'm going to give it a B because I thought it was quite good, just not great. Not as good as it could have been in my opinion, but it was still an enjoyable movie for what it was. So thanks for watching my review, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.